Hey, I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform, back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one, but before I start the video, please like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. I set up my GoFundMe. It's in my video that's gonna be below this one. My mom's being really petty and rude. Like, if she's mad at me, she'll take it out on my kids. Like, my kids will try to talk to her and she'll ignore them. And it's just like, you're 50, I think she's 57 or 58 years old. Like, act your age. You know what I mean? Be mad at me, ignore me, but don't ignore my kids. And so she took my older daughter to her dentist appointment, and I asked what time her dentist appointment was, and she didn't know, so she asked my mom, and my mom said, it doesn't matter. So clearly she didn't want me or my son to go because she doesn't like my son, and it's clear. Because this morning, they usually eat a Z-bar and have a drink. But he had his bar, but he went and played with the dog, and so she wouldn't give him a drink. So he had to come to me and ask me, can I have a drink? And she's like, well, he didn't listen. He went and played with the dog instead, so he doesn't deserve a drink. Like, come on, lady. But anyways, tonight, after the dentist, I guess they went to Costa Vida to eat. Because when my little girl got back, I was like, hey, what do you want for dinner? And she's like, I'll have a snack. Like, she was, you know what I mean? She was acting like she wasn't supposed to tell me, but I already knew. And I was like, you already ate? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, that's nice. You know, you couldn't even bring something home for us. Not that I expect anything from her, but like, come on. That's petty. It's because that's just how my mom is. She's immature, and it's just disgusting. And yeah, just, you know, I hope my little boy doesn't find out because it's going to hurt his feelings, and he doesn't deserve to be hurt because my mom's mad at me for some odd reason. Who knows what I did this time, but I just got to get out of here. I do. I need the money. So I have a GoFundMe. If you could help me. They made me set the GoFundMe at 1,000, and then once I hit 1,000, they'll change it to 10,000. My goal is 10,000 because she won't let me take anything. If me and the kids leave, she will be petty, and she won't let me take shoes, clothes, nothing. So I will literally have to start over. No bed, no pillow, no toys, nothing. She will be that petty. So I have to basically start all over. I will have to buy a bed. I will have to buy toys. I will have to buy blankets, bedding, a couch, a TV. Like, I would have to buy literally everything and pay first month's rent, deposit, and pay a couple months worth of rent so I don't have to worry about that, and I could focus on getting my kids a bed and toys to make them feel at home, you know what I mean? So I know it's a lot, but I gotta get out of here, you guys. And I'm gonna film some more when she acts crazy. I'm gonna film it, and I'll let you guys see it firsthand that I'm not just trying to get money. I'm like, for real. She's crazy in the head. But it just upset me that, you know, it's fine, go eat, but like, you're gonna leave one child out. Like me, I could take care of myself, but what about my little boy? You know, he had a quesadilla, I made him dinner, but still, like, you know, I posted a short too on what she did to him. Hit him upside the head because he stepped in a little bit of water. So that's on my short that you could see. But, yeah, so if you could help me reach my goal, that'd be great. But here's a video for you. Sorry, this is not what it was about. I just went on a tangent. I really have no one to talk to, so I talked to you guys. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy this video. Even more news. So my little boy got in the tub before my mom and my daughter got in the tub. My son does not like hot water, and everybody knows that, but apparently we took all the hot water. No, we didn't. Like, we literally got in the bath at the same time. My mom started her bath water with Taylor the same time I started my bath water with Braxton. And Braxton does not like hot water. He doesn't. It was lukewarm, and now we're being blamed for taking all the hot water that we didn't even have, because everyone knows, including my mom, that Braxton does not like hot water. My mom likes hot water. I like hot water. Taylor loves hot baths, but Braxton does not. But apparently I didn't bath, but apparently he took it all, and he didn't. She's just mad at me, so she's taking it out on the kids, except Taylor is her favorite right now, so she's taking everything out on me and Braxton, and it's all Braxton's fault. Like, come on, knock it off. Poor kids. Help me, guys, help me. You have no idea.
I found my food stamp card.
Okay, that's good. Now you can buy something for the house.
I was gonna go get me some waffles.
Waffles?
Yeah.
You're not gonna buy food for the house? After all the stuff I done did? I had to spend my hard-earned cash.
But how is that my responsibility?
Because you eat here.
Yeah, but you make money, Ma. You can buy your own groceries.
Yeah, my own groceries.
$800 a month is not gonna last me. I already spent the other $800. $800 is not gonna last me. I need my whole $800. I cannot support the house.
Well, you know what? You can get out before the 22 days or whatever, how many days you got left. You want to be out in the street?
No.
Okay, then I suggest you go to the store and buy some groceries. You can still buy stuff for you, but buy some groceries for the house.
I'll get some eggs, bread, and milk, and that's it.
No, you better buy more than that.
So this lady was getting ready to throw her food in the trash, and I'm hungry, so I asked her, can I have it? She was like, I ate some of it. I'm like, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just hungry, and I don't got no money. And the door's locked in my mom's house, so I can't go eat nothing. So let's see what we got. Half-eaten crab ragoon. Not bad. She didn't eat the whole thing. And then some rice and lo mein mixed together. That's a decent lunch. I guess this living off other people ain't so bad after all. Ma, you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I was talking to the property manager of my building and the people across the street. She owns a building across the street. People across the street are moving, and she said you could bring your voucher over there. You can have that apartment, but you got to get a job because I cannot pay your rent.
Well, can you help me pay some? Wait, how much I gotta pay to get in?
Oh, well, they have a program that will help you.
Okay, so...
But you still got to get a job.
Sound good. Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wait, so I'm about to get a place?
Yes, but you got to get a job.
I'm gonna get a job. I swear I am.
So the girl gets on and makes a video about how she's mad because her food stamps are gonna get cut. I think she said she got like $1,000. Now she getting like $300. And she was talking about she got so many kids, maybe 3 or 4 kids, and how hard it's gonna be. And then they trying to regulate what she can buy with the food stamps. I don't know how true this is, but I'm gonna give you my opinion. This is my honest opinion about these food stamps, because I ain't never got none. My mama 86 years old and can't get no food stamps. But people that are healthy and able to work are able to get thousands of dollars of food stamps. I went to the grocery store the other day and I worked, and I had to second guess some stuff. Look at it twice, because I put some shit back because I had to buy groceries out of my own money. See what I'm saying? That's what you do when you have to buy groceries out your own money. Y'all mad because now they saying that you only going to be able to buy certain products with the food stamps. That's what you should do, because most of them that getting food stamps, they be honest, they ain't working, they ain't doing nothing. Why you ain't cooking no dinner? I'm cooking dinner before I go to work, trying to make healthy choices and on a budget when I go grocery shopping. But these folk mad because they had $1,000-something worth of food stamps and they being cut. I ain't never had no food stamps and don't want none, because I'm glad that God gives me the grace and the mercy over my life that I'm able to work and provide for my kids. And guess what else I ain't gonna do? I ain't gonna have 4, 5, 6, and 7 kids trying to feed them because I know I'm gonna get food stamps. See, somebody that don't get food stamps, you very careful to how many kids you get, because you know you got umpteen miles to feed and you can't afford it. See, around here when you work, you got to be on a budget, and we very careful what we buy at the grocery store. You don't see people that, you can tell people in the grocery store that ain't got no food stamp. Look at that budget. Very little stuff in there. The stuff matching, like meal to meal is matching. You see that. But when folk got food stamps, you can tell, because they got 2 and 3 buckets full of a bunch of mess, crap, and junk that ain't healthy for your kids. I agree. If Trump cutting the food stamps down and stuff like that, I agree. Maybe my mama can get some now, who has worked all her life and told me to work so I wouldn't have to get on food stamps. So when I got to my age of 86, I hope God bless me like she 86, that the government gonna take care of you, which they're not, because all these healthy folk are getting all the food stamps.
You know, I've scoured the internet and I can't find not one announcement where BLM has come out and said that they will be helping feed Black needy families during this government shutdown.
Yeah, because I'm sure you have a real in with the Black community, Jen. Was it not breaking news in the Klan letter last week? I'd be willing to make a wager that you don't even know the percentages of who benefits from SNAP. It's white people.
A lot of Black families have lost their SNAP benefits. Literally, tomorrow is
But you
the
don't
day.
care.
And BLM has not made one peep about it. Not one peep. $100 million raised. And not one peep about helping not one Black needy family in all
One
this.
peep? Say it again. Not one peep. Not one. Not one peep. The levels of incompetence and misinformation across your page is just...
Imagine saying that SNAP recipients need to recertify when they already recertify. How idiotic can an administration be at this point? Like, how so far removed is this administration from reality? How rich are these people that they don't even know that there's already a recertification process that's done? If I'm not mistaken, it's every 6 months. Like, what are we...
Y'all, I done called this food stamp service people looking for my balance. This thing takes $0. Y'all done cut our food stamps off. It is real. It is in effect. They done cut our food stamps off. Y'all, I done called this food stamp service people looking for my balance. This thing takes $0. Y'all done cut our food stamps off. It is real. It is in effect. They done cut our food stamps off.
I used to work at Crest in Oklahoma when I was like 19. The first of the month, we'd have, everybody knew what day it was, we'd have dozens of women come in with long nails, hair done, all full of makeup, looking like they're about to go to a club. And people don't believe me when I say this, but their babies would have diapers full of poop in just their diaper. Shit all over their face. A bunch of rowdy kids getting $1,000 worth of food stamps, and they'd pass back the car. The homegirl would be behind them, they'd just pass it back, and they'd all go down the line. I am so happy that Trump fixed EBT. It's a great thing. I had it when I got out of prison. It's a great thing, man. It helps you get on your feet, get some food in the house, get some proteins, get some veggies, get things that you can live on. But you're gonna buy your kids some popsicles, some lollipops, some Reese's. Work. There's a woman on here, this big old something mom of 9 or something. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Who is making babies with that woman to start? Good Lord. Whew. She gets on her TikToks and all she does is show her food she got with her EBT. We got 29 things of fuck. Man, thank you for fixing this. Now, mind you, if you are working your butt off, which I think they got to fix EBT though, man, because once I started making not even good money. I was at like 14 bucks an hour. I barely made enough to pay the bills, and I got like $28 of food stamps. Did not help at the time, so I think they got to fix that. But if you are sticking at home with your nails done, you got a very expensive phone, like this other girl said, you got your hair done, nails done, you're driving around in your new car. It's targeting who I think it should target, like exactly who it should target. I'm happy about it.
If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problems.
I know that part of the appeal of being a conservative content creator is the fact that it doesn't really require you to be clever or creative or intelligent or well-researched in any way. But even by the standard that y'all have set over on your side of the aisle, this take is pathetically ignorant and lazy for multiple reasons, not least of which is the fact that conservatives have already attempted this exact idea multiple times, and it has failed spectacularly every single time. Starting in the late 70s, it was the USDA's Food Distribution Program on Indian Reservations, or FDPIR, where they shipped culturally inappropriate processed food items to reservations across the country. Then in the 80s, it was Reagan's government cheese. And then in 2019, it was Dear Leader's American Harvest box, which had to be canceled after they realized that the administrative cost of shipping boxes of shitty non-perishable food is, surprise, exponentially more expensive than the administrative cost of food stamps. So we already know that food boxes are, one, way more costly, and two, way less effective at addressing food insecurity for the many diverse populations that make up our country. In other words, you are literally advocating for wasting more money to accomplish less for the sole purpose of that tingly feeling it gives you downstairs when you get to torture poor people. And personally, lady, I don't want my tax dollars to subsidize your kinks. But on top of all of that, your take is also incredibly ignorant of the actual structural barriers that low-income Americans face around food. And I want to talk about what those barriers are, so thanks for the opportunity to do that. For context, I previously ran digital communication for Medicaid in the state of Oklahoma, and obviously, Medicaid and food stamps often serve the same people. And one of the projects that I helped develop while at Medicaid was a series of cooking videos filmed with professional chefs who were given a $40 budget and a strict set of guidelines and asked to create a family meal that the average Medicaid recipient could make for their own families. And without fail, every single one of those professional chefs talked about how hard it was for them to come up with a recipe that they could make within those constraints. Constraints which, again, were specifically designed to mimic the barriers that low-income Americans face in their own lives every single day. Barriers that you are refusing to even acknowledge. So here's the reality. Transforming a box of basic pantry staples like dried beans and flour into something edible requires a lot of structural support that most people take for granted in our own lives. For example, when the state of Massachusetts launched its Project Bread program to combat food insecurity, 82% of the participants had to request basic kitchen supplies like pots, pans, and cooking utensils in order to actually prepare the food they were given because they didn't have any of it already. 40 of the participants straight up did not have refrigerators, and some of them had been living without a fridge for years. Countless others technically had access to a fridge, but they functioned too poorly to actually store perishable items. And many of those participants were afraid to ask their landlords for a replacement out of fear that their rent would be raised or they would be evicted. Fears that, frankly, probably weren't all that unfounded in this country. So when conservatives say, just give them ingredients, what they really mean is, let's make poor people's lives harder so that we can feel morally superior. Because none of this is actually about nutrition for them. If it were actually about nutrition, they wouldn't shrug their shoulders or outright cheer at the news that hundreds of thousands of American families, including lots of children, are about to lose access to food stamps. If it were actually about nutrition and wanting people to eat healthy and be healthy, conservatives would be spending their time right now calling their elected officials to demand that food stamps go out on November 1st instead of making dumb videos like this. Because the only thing less healthy than eating junk food like you're so worried about is eating nothing at all. And yet, these so-called champions of nutritional health seem practically delighted at the idea that so many low-income Americans will go hungry this November. But you can't have it both ways, lady. You can't claim that you just want someone to be healthy while also saying that you want them to go hungry. It doesn't work that way. So spare us the moralizing about how you just want food stamp recipients to make healthy choices. No, the you don't. You want folks to not be poor, and if they can't magically pull that off immediately, you'll settle for having them be dead instead.
I don't care about what people are using their SNAP benefits on. I don't care. I don't, because it's theirs. What, probably $236, if that. If they want to go and spend that on crab legs and frozen pizzas, by golly, have a day. I don't care. Why do y'all care so much? No one's in your grocery cart when you have everything in there that has a sodium content of 1,200 milligrams or more, knowing good and goddamn well you got high blood pressure. And don't even get me started on your cholesterol. I do not care what people with SNAP benefits, what they purchase. It is their benefits to purchase whatever they want to. In most cases, you don't even get that much money. I don't even know with the people that do have SNAP benefits, how they even last a month. The way groceries are so damn high. Y'all want to punish people in this country who are just making it. Some people don't have the ends to even make it. Some people don't even have the resources to get themselves better jobs. Yes, everyone's a product of their environment. Yes, people make decisions. Some people are born into those decisions, and sometimes you cannot get out of it. Now, I'm speaking from a perspective where I've never been on said benefits. I would be remiss if I sat here and said I didn't know anybody that has been on SNAP benefits. Furthermore, when was it funny, cool to cheer on people not being able to eat? Because see, here's the thing. When push comes to shove, you got to do what you got to do. And all I'm saying is, hey, if you got to go up in the people's Kroger or Publix and do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. So when y'all's Publix and y'all's Krogers and Schnooks and Targets and shit, when they get messed up, don't say shit to nobody. Because I know for a fact none of y'all are going to help and donate to your local food drive. I know you're not. Because these people should get up and work. You know, the majority of people that are on SNAP actually do have a full-time job. I think a lot of y'all need to take a lesson in empathy and realize that while you're on your high horse right now, baby, you will come down, okay? It will knock you down. Speaking from a person who had a job, who's always had a job ever since I graduated college in 2011. My last job I was making six figures, about $150,000 to be exact. Hey, I lost my job. Got my last little commission check. I have not clocked into the people's job in 13 months. My reality is becoming a lot of people's reality. So I implore y'all, while y'all have so much fucking talking about people and how they use their SNAP benefits, just shut the fuck up and mind the business that pays you. Take your debit card, go get your damn groceries and whatever the hell else you need and go on about your day, because you're not adding anything positive to the situation. You're just making it worse and pissing people off like me.
Now, y'all know how the government was shut down. People was crying about not having no food stamps, you know what I'm saying? Not be able to buy no food and do none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Guess what happened? See the woman right there with the nice Kool-Aid smile with the big old heavy D fat boy glasses? That's Victoria Reese from Jefferson County, Mississippi. You know what Victoria Reese did? Victoria Reese wasn't reporting none of her income, wasn't doing none of that, just stacking up money, making boo-hoo bread, just defrauding the government. And you know what she did? This bitch got over $26,000 in SNAP benefits. $26,000 fucking dollars in food stamps. You know how long you got to be on food stamps to get $26,000 in food stamps? Or you got to have a bunch of fucking kids. And I can't fathom somebody getting $26,000 worth of fucking food stamps. I don't care if it's over a year fucking period. That's a lot of fucking food. That's a lot of fucking food. But now, she ain't smiling no fucking more. That smile that she had on the other picture, that bitch gone now. Because now she's in fucking jail now. And people not playing, bro. And people saying y'all out here not reporting y'all income. Y'all out here on Section 8 not reporting y'all income. They taking your Section 8. They taking your snaps. They taking every fucking thing. That shit is over with. People say they're tired of y'all fucking relaxing, living off the fucking government and not trying to fucking put nothing in it. Now her dumb ass in jail, away from the same kids that she was fucking getting the food stamps for because she defrauded the fucking government. Ain't that some fucking shit?
I'm so sorry. You want me to care about allegedly a less than 1% rate of fraud in SNAP benefits that will require 42 million Americans to reapply. That's right. There's allegedly 186,000 cases out of 42 million. Way less than 1%. And I'm supposed to have the energy to give a shit? When the Pentagon has never passed an audit, we're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars just poof. Where is it? Who can say? We're giving billionaire Elon Musk $8 million a day, and his whole Doge debacle ended up costing us $21.7 billion. But I'm supposed to be upset about people who can't afford food? Be serious. At this point, I'm ready to make it a group project. I'll help you because clearly there's money and we're giving it to the wrong fucking people. Because I refuse to be upset at poor Americans who need help when the billionaire welfare queens are bleeding us dry.
I ain't feeling no motherfucking toys today. Oh, that link on? Oh, fucking ass. Stamps. I can't get this shit. Ooh, give me some okay? Talk about the stamps in here. Excuse me, baby, excuse me. By the way, oh, them stamps ain't hit, I got you.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Mama K here, just a couple of reminders. First of all, if they change the laws for SNAP benefits, you're not going to pay less taxes. Second of all, if they got rid of SNAP altogether, you're not going to pay less taxes. Congratulations, you're still going to pay taxes. Second of all, if you think they should, I want you to go find your nearest elderly woman or veteran that's on SNAP and tell them how glad you are that they're doing this. And I want you to say it with your whole chest. All the veterans. Say it to all the post a post for the veterans on food stamps and tell them how glad you are that they're trying to make it so they can't have any soda or candy. You know what I mean? And also, if they did do this, they're gonna have to fund like an overhaul for like every single system. Like, I know most of you don't understand this, like every single system that takes like EBT is gonna have to be like completely overhauled. And then on top of that, the states are gonna have to pay for education for the recipients on EBT. So they're gonna have to like go in and like take classes. You don't just like get a food stamp card. You have to like watch videos and take classes and like really understand the whole process. I was on food stamps as a young mom. So you're gonna have to pay for like all of that stuff, which is actually gonna cost probably more than food stamps. But even if it didn't, and they didn't make you pay for any of that, and they got rid of food stamps, your taxes don't change. Congratulations. You're still going to be paying that money to the government. I'm so happy to know that so many people would rather give that money, that $36 a year to the government, and not question what they do with it. But let's make sure that that poor mom or that old lady or that veteran is not buying candy and soda. Let's make sure of that. Have a great night, y'all.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video and let me know your thoughts down below. I'm so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. I won't get paid for this month, but if I hit 1,000, hopefully I'll get paid in December. But thank you for all my new subscribers and thank you for the subscribers that have been with me for a while. I appreciate you guys. I couldn't do this without you and it means a lot to me. And I truly, truly am so grateful for every single one of you. So I hope you enjoyed my video and have a better night than I will.